my name is Springtrap. So today we are going to watch some animations. Does anyone want to watch animations? You said that? Who said that? Anyone? Anyone? Oh, there's a bug. Axis killed the bug. Anyways, so let's just get started. Yeah, here we go.
I was 10 years old, and I was home alone. But that wasn't a big deal because we lived in a small city. My mom and dad were at my grandma's house. I couldn't go because I was sick. It was around 9 p.m. when I was about to go to sleep.
Okay.
My room was really small, and it only had one window facing my bed.
Okay.
That window to me was kind of scary, because when you're a little kid, your imagination can sometimes go wild.
No, get that out of here.
At that time, it wasn't my imagination, though. Like I said, I was about to go to bed when I heard a loud scream coming from outside. It was really scary, but I tried to be quiet so I could listen to what was going on outside. Nothing was happening, though. It was really quiet, like nothing had happened at all.
You were in a horror
Quieter
movie.
than normal, actually. Some time had passed, and everything seemed okay, so I just laid down and tried to sleep. 1 hour later, I heard that loud scream again, but this time, it seemed to be closer.
Get rid of that
I
noise.
froze.
Who's doing that?
I was so freaked out, I couldn't even
I got
move.
big fist.
30 minutes later,
My big fist.
again, the same scream.
Sure.
At that point, I was about to cry.
Oh,
I don't know why, but that scream wasn't just a scream.
Not the girl.
It was at this high pitch, and it was just so creepy. Finally, 15 minutes later, I saw something at that window.
What is
It was a
Something
really
you
skinny
want?
woman,
Oh,
and she seemed so happy for some reason. She was smiling, and her smile was so big and creepy. When I saw her, I started crying, and she started screaming again. I was horrified.
What the
She was just looking at me, smiling and screaming for the whole night. The next morning, my parents came back home, and I told them everything. They called the police, and the police found out that my window, that was facing my bed,
That makes
was
a lot of
broken.
sense.
But it didn't seem like it was broken with some sort of weapon, but as if it were broken by a really high pitch.
I quit. Okay, yep. Okay, we had it fun. No, add, don't you may, get out. Guys, we're gonna go to our second animation. Where do these fingers come from? Anyways, we're gonna go to our second animation. Here we go. Alright, guys. We are in our second. Oh, this is my dog, by the way, so. Yeah, get out. Yeah, anyways, we're on our second animation. Let's just do this. Let's watch it. See how cool it is.
When I was 7, I had a really scary experience that I will never forget.
Oh, tell me all
I
about
got
it.
up at 8 a.m., as usual. But as I stood up, I noticed something was
What?
different.
What
It
is
was
it?
very cold, and I felt like someone was
So,
watching
That's not a
me.
big deal. If you're cold,
When I
that's not a
turned to
big
my
deal.
sister's bed, she woke up, and I screamed.
What?
2 heads hovered in the air. One of an older woman with long, dark hair and green eyes. The other of a bald, older man with blue eyes. I screamed again and ran to my mother. I told her what happened and saw some man at the door. I can't recall what he looked like, but I screamed and hugged my mother when I saw him.
Hug her.
I was crying at this point, and she looked at me as I pointed to the door, not explaining why. She instantly knew what I was upset about, and she spoke in the direction of the door. I don't know what she said. I was just too scared to listen, and all I wanted was to be somewhere
How
else.
long is this? Okay, we have
Nothing
to-
like this happened to me again, until I was 13. I was coming from my friend's house and was really tired.
Okay.
I went to my room, turned the lights off, and went to bed. At 4 a.m., I suddenly woke up without a reason. When I looked at the door, I saw my mother looking at my sister,
That's not your mother.
She had
That is
lifeless
not
eyes.
Your mother.
which reminded me of the incident that happened when I was 7 years old.
What? That
The heads had the same lifeless eyes as my mother, except her eyes were red and just looked evil.
Even worse.
I knew it wasn't my mom. I hid under the blanket, praying that the thing would just go away. When I looked up, it was still there. I prayed again. Then it vanished. I mean, literally vanished. I saw it with my own eyes. That thing grew fainter and fainter until I couldn't see it anymore. When it was gone, I ran to my parents and explained what happened. They believed me and said that if I couldn't go to sleep, I could watch TV or just stay up. I thanked them and went to the living room. Now, I'm 14, and I talked to my mother about the incident that happened 7 years ago. And when I told her what the heads looked like, she seemed very surprised and confused. When I asked her what was wrong, she told me that the description I gave perfectly matched that of my dead grandparents. I don't know if they were really my grandparents, or who that man on the door was.
Is it over?
Never.
Your mom. Anyways, we're gonna hurry up to third animation. Oh, what are these fingers? Get out of here! Ow! Sorry. Those fingers wouldn't go, you know? Those fingers are stupid. Anyways, animation number 3. Here we go. Next one. Hey! We are in number 3. Let's click it. The scariest one of all is this one. You're not going to like this one. This is warning. This is PG-13. I'm glad I'm 13. Literally, Digger said that in one of these episodes. Guess in the comments. Just comment which episode that was when Digger said my name. I'm talking about It's Your Boy Doggo. Comment that. It's Captain Salsa. Comment that. Even though Captain Salsa never commented a video. Nick something. I forgot. Victory 1 for me. I think that is. Yeah, I think that's the name. Comment. Just one of you guys. Just comment which episode that was. Anyways, let's get this started already, boys. True Pizza Delivery Horror Story 3. Oh my gosh. 3. Ooh, I'm so scared.
I was out doing a delivery one late night. It was probably the longest drive I have ever taken for a pizza delivery. From the pizza place I worked at, it was a 20-minute drive, which isn't too crazy out where I live. Plus, they ordered 4 large pies, so I figured it was a party and I would get a much bigger tip. Navigating the dirt roads at night was always annoying, though. I pulled up to the given address. It was some old, sketchy-looking building, literally in the middle of a forest clearing. There were no cars parked anywhere or any lights on. I put my car in park and called my boss. I asked him to reread the address at least 3 times to make sure I typed it in right, but that checked out. I could tell he was in a really bitchy mood, and he told me to at least knock on the door and check it out. He would normally get mad if we took back 1 pie, but I was afraid of what he would do if I brought back 4.
Hey everybody, subscribe.
I was insanely unnerved, but got out anyway and forced myself to the front door of the building. There was no doorbell, so I just knocked really hard. I heard nothing and didn't really expect to hear anything. I was extremely disappointed, not because nobody answered the door, but because I was realizing that it was all a waste of time and gas. I knocked 1 more time out of desperation.
Okay, yeah, of course you have to back up.
And then began to hear some kind of ruffling noises from inside of the building. I knocked again and yelled that I was the pizza guy. There was silence now. I felt a bit more uncomfortable now than before. But before I could turn around, I noticed something at the window. There was someone looking through the window.
What is it?
I couldn't tell if it was a man or a woman. All I noticed were their eyes. Their eyes were open wider than I knew possible, staring intently at me. I was disturbed enough by this and dropped the pizzas and ran back to my car. The shitty thing wouldn't start until turning the key for the third time.
Get out of here.
I drove off the grass and back onto the dirt road, but I felt the car rocking about, shaking and bumping. Something wasn't right. I didn't make it far from the building before I started hearing a sharp scraping sound coming from outside. There was so much resistance that I couldn't even drive. The car came to a stop.
Okay, what happened?
I got out of the car to check what the hell was wrong. A chill ran up my spine as I began to feel like my heart was constantly skipping beats. My tires had been slashed and had completely fallen off the rim.
Who did that?
Not just the front though. All 4 tires were slashed. I realized somebody did this when I was knocking on the door to that building.
Everyone knows it.
Instead of running, I got back in the car and locked the doors. I was so close to that building, I could practically see it from where I was, if it weren't for the trees blocking the view.
Yeah, the trees.
I dialed 911 and explained everything to the operator. She told me the cops would be over as soon as possible and that I need to stay hidden. I asked her if it was advisable to stay in the car or run,
You need to run.
and she told me it would be best to stay in the car with the door locked.
Run. Man.
She asked me to stay on the line with her until the cops arrived.
Woo-hoo.
My whole body was shaking. In all directions, there was nothing but dark, seemingly endless forest. I knew it would take forever for the cops to get there. I was not comfortable with sitting in that car so close to whoever did this. The next part, though, is what utterly destroyed me.
What?
It still shakes me to this day,
What?
and I hope nobody
This is the
ever
scary part.
has to
Okay,
experience this kind of fear.
I'm scared. Guys.
As I was scanning all the windows, making sure nobody was outside, I looked in the rearview mirror, and there was the same person. The same person I saw at that window. Eyes open wider than ever. I could see now. It was a woman. And I could ever so slightly see a smile begin to spread across her face. I opened my door and full on sprinted into the woods, not caring how much noise I made. I ran until I was out of breath, which didn't take long, and I hid behind a giant log on the ground. I tried to cover my loud breathing with my hand as I waited and waited for what felt like hours until I finally heard sirens in the distance. I gathered up all the stamina I had left to run all the way back in the direction of the dirt road. Eventually, the glowing red and blue lights came into view, and I had never felt better in my life.
Oh, I'm running.
They were parked in front of my car, investigating with flashlights. I came out yelling at them like a lunatic to help me. I fell to the floor and started to gag, almost throwing up from running so much. They picked me up and began to question me, to which I explained everything to the best of my ability. One of the 2 cars drove over to the building, and the 2 officers began to search the building. They came back with nothing except for a couple of spiky objects.
Oh,
These objects were exactly the same as the ones used to slash my tires. The cops guessed that it was some kind of sick, demented couple, being that I saw the woman, but unfortunately they were never found, and that still kills me to this day. I obviously quit my job right after that and started working at a local grocery store. I know that I'll never forget seeing that woman at the back of my car.
Bless, play, bless, play, bless, play, bless. Wait, what the? Guys, you might want to look in the background. Not at the face cam, not at the face cam. On the video I'm watching. Look in the background of the video I'm watching. There's that same woman. That same woman. I got a fart. Oh, that felt so good. Anyways, guys, there's that woman again. Oh my gosh. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy these animations. Yeah, it's like scary animations. Ooh, scary. Ooh. Anyways, scary animations, all done. So guys, hit that subscribe button. It's down there below my video, what you're just watching. Click it. I'm looking at it right now. Why are you guys not clicking it? Click it now. Also click the like button. It's literally right there. You guys do not see that like button? Guys, are you like a chicken or are you not going to click it? Go and click it. I dare you. Click it. Look. Guys, just click for real. Subscribe, leave a like, and comment. Now see you guys next time.